Let's see. Let's do Black Cat. Well, actually, the Black Cat in the back. I'll do that Black Cat. What classes? Yes, you.
When you were doing the Conan movie reviews, were there any Mako jokes you left out that you wanted to do?
That I left out. I don't have a big thing with Mako. That's what's so funny. I mean, it was just like, oh, he's that Mako. He's just a guy that I made a joke about that everybody freaked. So he just turned into a running joke pretty much. So no, not
I've never said he hated Mako. We both kind of agree on this. We just didn't like the
voice for Splinter.
The voice for Splinter.
I like his voice.
I love Mako. I thought he was just kind of miscast. So Doug, though, decided to go with a couple of jokes, not aware that the man died of lung cancer. So like, whoops! Sounds like you smoked too much Marlboro. The next thing you know, it was like, that's why I had to come to Doug. I was like, you realize he died of lung cancer? He's like, oh. I think I'm going to hide from the internet for a week.
Yes, I'll be Black Cat.
What was the inspiration behind Kick-Assy? Like, where the idea came from?
Where did Kick-Assy come from?
Lion King?
Hey, don't laugh that hard. Come on. Hamlet.
It wasn't that funny. Settle in.
It was pretty much our CEO, Mike Machad, just looked up. He was looking up on the internet, and he just found.
Hey, Doug, how would you like to invade a country?
That was pretty much it.
I mean, exactly how the conversation went. Okay, there's this guy who runs his own micronation. I was looking it up. I think we should just give him a call, see if we can invade. We'll make a movie out of it.
As I'm looking at it, I'm saying well, this is hilarious. I had no idea it was the second year anniversary, and I was just like, well, it'd be funny, but would he go for this? He's like, look at this guy. He has it.
Look at him. How could he not?
So he went and called him up. The guy, I mean, just unbelievably accommodating guy.
Yeah, because we literally took over his home for.
Yeah, if you look at the behind the scenes line come up, I'm like, it's okay if I put it. He's like, anything, do it.
And if you look at people's vlogs and stuff, you can just see there's just 20 people crammed in his living room. Because the third day we had a windstorm. It was and this is the desert, and we had an actual windstorm. It was 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and everybody just came in. It's freezing outside, it's windy, so
he just had a ton of dorks in his living room. Yeah, and he's just totally cool with it. So he's just unbelievably accommodating. So really, really nice guy. A lot of fun to do. Let's do Black Jacob.
Just a quick side note, just to say, out of all the reviews that you've done, I probably thought you paid most on garbage like this.
You saw what?
Theaters.
Oh, man. You know
what? You can sue the studio and have them pay for your therapy.
A hotline. No, there's actually the funny thing is, when you're a kid, there's a lot of movies you want to see, and your mother's like, no, you can't, blah blah blah.
You wanted to see it.
Yeah, I really wanted to see it because I love the cards, and it's one of the few movies where I was like, Mom, thank you so much. Thank keeping me away. I would have gotten dumber.
Doug apologized 20 years later. He's like,
you would be several IQ points smarter if you didn't see that movie.
You could have invented cold fusion back then.
But you saw Garbage Pail Kid.
We're sorry.
Shark. And IU. Yes. Yeah, the goal was to go into filmmaking, and like I said, just as I got older and older, I got more protective of my stuff. I didn't want it. I didn't want to fight constantly for it and settle and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so I went to being an illustrator for a while because I figured, well, at least I can just make something it's mine no matter what. I'm going to keep it that way.
You see, Doug's main goal was to be an artist who gets rich without doing any actual work. A con artist.
Sorry, that's not popular. Here I am at a con. Yeah, let's do Rocky Horror Picture Show there. Next to you. Next is Black Jacob. But Red Cloak, you. Not Rocky Horror Picture Show. What is that? Yes, that's it. Count Duckula.
I'll take it this is my part of that. What's your criteria for cutoff of nostalgia? How young is too young?
Wait, we extended it.
For the most part, the Star Wars Christmas special was an odd one out. Most stuff in the 70s we don't do, and most stuff after the year 2000 we don't do.
Yeah, we're extending it a little bit. We're sort of going to 2001 a little bit, because there's some really bad stuff. So we extended a little bit later, so we did get Baby Geniuses in there, and what was another one? Yeah, I mean, mostly because, there's just like that 1 year, boy, man, that was some bad stuff.
Oh, Inspector Gadget.
And yeah, that was another one we did, that was great, that was more recent. So,
that's a lot of land.
so I say from like the 80s to maybe 2001.
We would prefer it to be 80s through 96. But
but if it goes later, if it's just so bad and everybody's asking to do it, it's like, okay. But
because
like
we grew up in the 80s, so
so it's like
once
we
you get past
sort of
96, we're just like, we're watching it. We're in college and we're in high school.
Let's do all the way in the back, the black sleeve there. Yes.
Do you ever have any plans to do?
Actually, it wasn't you, but I'll take it and I'll do that one. Okay, yeah, keep talking.
Do you ever have any plans to do a review of Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter?
Wait, everybody's asking me to do this. I've never seen this one. What is this movie? It's not nostalgic. It sounds stupid. It sounds like it's supposed to be stupid. I mean, so, no. I mean, it doesn't meet. Doesn't sound like it meets all the criteria. It sort of sounds like Killer Tomatoes or something like that. No, it's supposed to be.
There's nicer ways to say that. Go screw yourself.
Okay, the black sleeve in the back there. Say it one more time. I missed it. In shows or movies? I don't watch much TV anymore. It's like, I hate admitting this. The one show I do watch South Park, but I mean the one other show I'll watch when it's on like religiously, and I hate reality shows. But I fucking love this show. I love Hell's Kitchen. I read this book, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're gonna souffle anytime. Come on. I love it. So that's like the one. Get out of my kitchen. Yeah, outside that, I don't watch much TV, so I don't know. Maybe they are whiny little bitches. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, a few more of that. Oh yes.
Have you done any like the Power Rangers movies?
Yeah, I did the first one. Actually, it was a classic. Okay, people have been asking me to do the second one, and maybe I could come back to that. I haven't seen the second one though, so that. That's usually what I hear. So I did do the first one. I just one of the really early ones, so you can check that out. Let's do Orange League. Batman Forever, yeah.
How was that working with the drag scene, and is there any plans to do another one?
It was awesome to work with those guys, and they're just as funny, like off camera.
They're
just
funny when
constantly
not being recorded, like just hilarious, and they were huge influences for us, obviously. So that was a huge honor to get to work with.
And the funny thing, for anyone that's heard the Batman riff track, the Batman Forever riff tracks, it starts out with us talking with Mike Nelson, and the sound is broken, and we can't hear them. He can hear us, but we can't hear them. So we're just saying, "Oh, I'm sure that idiot Nelson did something." Well, we can just project the film on giant head, and he's sitting there like, "Wow, this is really cool." But the funny thing is that actually did happen. Like I think the second time we're talking to him, the sound broke, and
the sound broke. We're just panicking. Oh, we're off to a great start, aren't we?
And they couldn't hear us. Like we could hear them, but they couldn't hear us, and we're just like going nuts. And they're just like, "Wow, we're having these guys do our riff tracks." Okay. So that was basically.
It was a lot of fun doing. The problem with actually doing them is to do a full-length movie. I give them all credit.
It's hard.
It's insanely hard. Like it is time. Like for the schedules that Doug and I have, it's very time-consuming and it takes forever. We tend to do the little public domain ones.
Yeah, those are quick.
They go really quick. It's like if you do like 5 to 10 minute shorts. But to do a whole movie, it's really rough because you have to watch the movie the whole way through. You have to write down all the lines, and you have to re-record it. It's days.
You have to make sure it matches like the little spaces, and you can come up with a joke that matches the thing. That's what I say about Nostaglia Critic is that they say something. You don't have to wait for a space. You can just say whatever. You can go on a rant if you want. And just cut rant.
We would like to probably try to get one more.
At some point, we like to do one more, but it's not looking soonish. It's about hello, Elizabeth. It's about. We'll probably have that around the same time we have Boring Prince 3.
Yeah, but what they do is fantastic. But also what they do, that is their primary like
Yeah, that's what they
so
do.
with
They're
us,
masters,
we've got
yeah.
these other videos we're doing, so it's a little harder to do that. But with them, that's a primary thing, and there's a reason that we're really good at it.
Yeah.